Hi, this is Jane with Being Sober, with Stay Sober, sorry, with Stay Sober. And this is my 21st day of being sober, 3 weeks of being sober. 20 days with no cigarettes, 20 days with no coffee, energy drinks, or soda as well. And I wanted to discuss kind of a trigger I saw coming today, even knowing last night. There's been an issue with a neighbor I have, and there's an issue with how we share a garage and we share a water heater. It's just that situation I'm in. And I've asked this person to move his stuff from one side of the garage, his stuff on his side of the garage, because for a long time he had his stuff on my side, and it's been there for a long time, and I had to move it once, and he would kind of like pitter patter around about it. And today I had to basically inform them also that they might have to move their washer and dryer stuff over because I have washer and dryer coming in, and I knew that was going to cause problems too. So I didn't want it to, but that was kind of what was going to most likely happen. That was unfortunately the turn of events that I completely saw coming. So I tried to go to their door, knocked, got no answer. So I wrote a note, just threw it in the mailbox. That was like in the morning, and just informed them of all that. And I didn't say anything bad in it. I didn't say move your shit over, like nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. It literally was a letter where I said I'm gonna need some things moved in the basement area to where I need to put a washer and dryer. I had to put a splitter on the water line, and also if you could move the rest of the things from that are your things on my side of the garage to yours, I'd appreciate it very much. That was it. Nothing complicated, nothing mean or rude at all. And then my neighbor wanted to talk to me, starts leading me into the garage, says, what do you want me to move here? What do you mean everything? And I go, I mean your stuff on your side. That's what I mean is everything. It's all your stuff on your side. That's what I want moved. And then it became a whole situation where now like I can't even talk to this person at all because he wants to just run his mouth to me. I could literally hear him talking about me outside to the other neighbor from my living room. That's how loud he was talking. Pretty sure he was doing it on purpose. I get that when you're an older person, you get set in your ways. They're about in their 80s or something like that. You get set in your ways, and I respect my elders. I'm going to say that now, that I respect my elders, and I'm not disrespectful. But this is a living situation, and it's been over a year. It's been like maybe a year and 2 months since I've lived in this area, to where I haven't really even searched around for a washer and dryer because the situation with the water that he always talks about, and then the garage situation to where I've been kind of like bullied in a way to where I was like, I kind of want more room in here because it's my side of the garage. It's like a bigger garage, but there's two sides to it. It's a 2-car garage, but one side's mine. I rent half. That's it. That's what I was told in the lease, and I've been kind of bullied by him and even the other neighbor. And it's not me being crazy or being wacko. I've been just bullied by it, and like bullied by them, and I knew that that's a potential trigger for me with alcohol and cigarettes and everything else. And I knew I was going to get a washer and dryer put in here. I have to. I literally have been doing my laundry in a bathtub and just like hang drying it in my house. That's what I've been doing for like over a year and a half, or like over a year. And then so I'm done doing that. Like, it wears me out too. Like, it kills me. I have Gorilla Grip hands now, but it wears me out. Yeah, I knew it was a potential trigger for me, and I had to find a way, and I had to kind of break that news to that person. I knew that they were going to get upset about it. No matter what I did, no matter how nice I was, they were going to get upset. And So I just wrote the letter because they didn't answer the door. I put the letter in the box, and that was it. And then after that, it got bad. And he almost said he was gonna punch me or something, and then he stopped himself. and I mean, I'm obviously not gonna fight an 80-year-old man. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna walk away, and that's what happened. Really, I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. That's more irresponsible than anything. To even get in a fight. I mean, I'm not super old. Like, even at the age of 30, though, like, getting in a fight, like, don't, like, adults just yell at each other. You know, that's what they do, and then it's over with. Unless it's like a serious situation, but usually, like, a real adult's not going to get in a fight because it's a lot of work. And I'm not going to fight an elderly man either. So I walked away and he was going off, cussing at me, everything. And then I eventually had to call the people that I rent from and tell them, I was like, he's arguing with me about moving this stuff. I don't want to be this tattletale person, but this is what's been going on. I've asked him to move it before, he hasn't moved it. And then eventually he did move it, and then he actually just told me, well, I have a shelf in there that you've been using, and it was built into the wall. And I built that shelf 15 years ago and all this stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take all my stuff off the shelf right now. And then he stopped talking. And I took off every tool that I have, everything, off of this big shelf, and I put it all on the ground, and I said, now you can move your stupid shelf. And I went back in. Needless to say, like, this guy is not fond of me, but I've never been fond of him. I'm not a person that wants to hang out with a bunch of people. I don't want to be all neighborly. Some people can be like that. I'm not one of those people that want to be like that. It's just it's a personal preference for me. I'm not going to be rude to you, but I don't want to talk to you all day. I don't care what's going on with this or how you're doing. It's just not important to me. It's not something that's going to affect my day. Like, we can say hi, hello, but that's it. Like, I don't want to become friends with you. I don't want to be, like, it's just becoming friends with your neighbors from my experience just never turns out well. And it gets too personal, and I want to stay away from that. I want to hang out with my dog, walk my dog, eat dinner, go home, go to work. I don't want to hang out with other people. I just don't see I don't want to hang out with my neighbors, especially. I don't want to talk to them. It's too personal, you know. I have no reason to. That's just my preference. Some people might feel differently. That's my preference. But I knew it was going to be a trigger. And it took me a couple hours to settle down to where I was, like, really upset, and it almost popped in my head to go get a pack of cigarettes, and then it stopped. So I was really proud of that, because I knew that it was going to be really tough I felt like it was going to be a lot tougher for some reason not to relapse with this situation like that. And everything was good to go. I was able to control myself. Nothing crazy happened, and I'm pretty happy with it. So this is for anybody who might have a situation that they know for a fact is going to be a one that might raise some stress levels. You can make it through that. I did today. I mean, I guess it depends on what situation it really is. I mean, there's much more serious things than arguing with your neighbor. I'm just not a person who likes to have controversy between other people. So, and I knew I would have had to, no matter what I did, it was going to come after me. I had to face it head on. But for anybody who is kind of anticipating that this is gonna suck type of situation, no matter what I do, it's gonna suck. No matter which plus or minus I do it in, it's gonna suck. You can make it through that situation. I did today. I survived the day, and I know everybody else can too. Definitely, if you have any advice or maybe a situation you've had where it became very stressful and you've had to kind of set yourself back and reset, what I kind of did was I was like, I'm going to stop thinking so much. I'm going to remember the fact that I set my foot down, and what was it is what was it. That was the only thing. That was the only option. I know in my head that was the only option. I set my foot down. I said, I'm not doing that. And you're going to move your things. I'm going to have space in there so I can have my washer and dryer going, and that's it. And then it worked. And I said, and I had to convince myself that I didn't do anything bad either. When I didn't do anything bad at all. I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't say anything bad. I didn't do anything. So I had to convince myself that I was totally in the right in this situation, and I was. I've dealt with kind of being bullied by some of my neighbors for a little bit over a year, and I just kind of stood up for myself. I don't care how long you've lived here. I don't care about who you're friends with the neighbors over there. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Because at the end of the day, I still have to go to work and pay bills. I'm not going to come home to a place where I don't feel comfortable. So that was the situation. I leveled it out. I put my foot down and I said, no, this is how it's going to be because this is how it's supposed to be. And that's it. I actually felt bad for a minute, but now I don't. And I felt like maybe that's like a kind of a dick move to not feel bad about that situation, but it's not. If that's my side of the garage, I don't want clutter everywhere. I didn't want a bunch of clutter everywhere in the first place. And then that's what was happening. There was a lot of clutter, and why should I have to deal with it? It got to the situation to where this guy's side of this garage is super clean, and mine has all this stuff on it. So why should I have to deal with your things in my way of all my tools and everything else I have for like cars, and you have a nice clean side of your garage? How is that unequal? That's not equal at all. You can take care of your own things. I'll take care of my own things. Bottom line. But if you have a stressful situation like that, you can definitely get through it. I'm even still a little bit kind of riled up over it. I'm kind of stuttering. But I made it through. I'm still sober. I know that people have dealt with much worse situations. And you just got to find a roadmap, that you got to find that music theory roadmap where you find the right note and you're like, that's why it's correct. That's why this is the situation and this is why I'm going to win it because I'm in the right in this whole area. But that's about it for me. Hope if anybody has any questions, definitely throw them at me. I'll be happy to answer them. If anybody has any advice, I'll be happy to take it. Especially with situations you've had like this, maybe with like neighborly situations. And I also, most of all, stay sober. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.